Welcome back to another Team Solemn Circus live duel. Today we have Tearlaments on the left side versus Ghoti or Fish, whatever you guys want to call it, on the right side here. I'm going to get some dice so they can do the dice roll. Before we get into the video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, to the channel a lot. We're on the road to 2K. And then we're going to try to go to 5K this year. It's going to be our big goal. We have lots of stuff planned, lots of fun content. But yeah, I'm going to smash that thumbs up button. And let's see who's going to dive in here. I believe Ghoti won the die roll. So we're going to be seeing them going to go first. We have 5 monsters in hand, I believe. And one of them is a beautiful prince. Yeah. So you're playing, know someone, the beautiful princess, the tuna girl. Got reprinted in English from the past too. Lots of penny stonks. Can activate the effect, banishing herself for cost. To summon out the lifeless fish from the deck. And lifeless fish is going to send the Ghoti to the graveyard here, and it's going to banish itself. We're going to see a set 2, not very strong for Ghotis here, but they're going to trigger during the standby phase. So shift will trigger during standby phase. We're going to see it come back, and then we're going to see Tearlaments put a Scream on the field, and they're going to activate a instant fusion, paying their 1,000 to send out that Kalos for free. That card needs to be banned. Konami, come on. It's going to get met with Imperm. And we're still going to see that Scream Mill 3 because this monster has been summoned. And sorry about that glare. Unfortunately, we're not able to see what those cards are, but we'll see what happens when they get shuffled in. I will be working on that. I got a ring light for it. So sometimes the light at locals is a bit too strong for it. So it looks like we see a Rhino Heart. We see 3 monsters, and 2 monsters and a trap card here. So either Crime or the Solemn, and then all 3 of them are going to activate here. And one of them looks like an Angler, actually. So an Angler, potentially a Rhino Heart, and a Solemn or Crime. We also see a Smashers in the hand there. We're going to chain the Shift here. Summon out the Snappy Fish named Aryapos, something like that, I don't even know. And then we're going to see it was Solemn Center Graveyard because we're going to add the Happens to hand, and then they're going to summon out the Rhino Heart, and then so it was Rhino Heart, Angler, and then it was Solemn. So we're going to see 2 Beavers being summoned, the Rhino Heart being summoned out, and then discarding the card. And then we're going to search for the Happiness, and then we're going to activate the effects. And the Serpent of the Ghoti is going to activate its effects, banishing a... I'm not sure which one that is. I think it's the new Ultra. I don't actually have his name, unfortunately. Sorry about that. And they sent the Shine from the hand. It's going to activate its effects. Go into the Rukulos by shuffling back the Kalos and that Sharon. And then here we're going to see the Rhino Heart being able to dump any card here. Dumping what I presume to be a Merly. Or there's no way they're sending the Sharon once again. He's going to activate its effects, and they're going to be... Oh, no effect. Sending a Haveness this time. That makes sense. Here we just see them reading the Ghoti. Understandable, you want to make sure that you are knowing what these cards do. We're going to see the effect trying to activate. He's going to attempt the Rukulos negate, and they're going to chain the Imperm here. It's going to come back out. Then they're going to chain their own Halfness. Or no, the Halfness and Graveyard's resolving here. My bad. Putting back the Angler and the Halfness to summon out a Mud Dragon of the Swamp. And then we're going to see a Synchro Summon. And are we going to be seeing the, it's a 2 and a 7, I think. That could be the Beyond here, and that's going to banish that whole board. I think it's on a 5, is it? It is a 5, so unfortunately they're not going to be able to go for the big one. They can go for the Bicorn Ghoti, which is what we're going to go for here. We're going to see it, banishing a card. The search for that level 5. That's actually the level 6. My bad. I've been saying level 5, but it's been level 6 all along. Then we're going to see Shiv being banished again. Or Shift. So it banishes one card his opponent controls, and then one card in the graveyard. And then the Serpent adds 1, so we're going to see some banishing cards, and then we're going to banish someone back out. And we did see that Scream on the field get banished as well with the Shift because of the Bicorn. But, you see that Spright Tears deck is going to be able to... They have 2 level 2 on the field. They were looking at maybe making a Gigantic or an Elf there. Do they have a way to get Merly on the graveyard? We can also go for Sprint and Sun itself, which we're going to see them go for Elf instead. Sending back out the... Okay, the Beaver going for the Gigantic with 32. Is this going to be an attempt for game here? They're going to overlay first, going for a Dweller. Hurts the deck a little bit. I understand that completely. And I think I saw a Bestial in the hand, but I'm not too sure. They're going to activate the effect of Dweller. Sending it to graveyard there. Then we're going to activate the effect. Huh. It looks like they're thinking here. I don't even know other cards that either of the players could actually have here that would stop this. So here, Gigantic is going to resolve. There's someone out. I would presume a blue here. Blue's going to activate effects, searching for the Jet. Are searching for red here because they already have the Smasher, so no need. Yeah, I think his package is 1 blue, 1 Jet, 1 red, and a Smashers. No starter, but I'm not too sure. Looks like he's debating on specialing that red there. Trying to calculate the damage. He did take 1,000, but that's not his opponent. I think, yeah, he's going to special him with the red here. But this should not be enough for game. It's going to attack into the Rukulos, and they're just going to scoop it up anyways. I guess 12, 17. They're both waters, so I guess 15. Yeah, I don't think that would have been enough for game, but potentially worth scooping. I'm trying to do the math there. Gigantic was at 32. That makes sense. Yeah, that was enough for game there. Because 32 plus 17 plus 12 plus 11 is definitely game. Kind of unfortunate there for the Ghoti. Tearlaments have so much gas. I mean, that is why they're the tier 0 deck of the format right now. I like Spright. I like tier. I think that, tier needs to be hit a little bit, but that's just my personal opinion. I feel like that's how the general community feels as well. I don't know. It's very rewarding for good players. But if you're not a good player or you're not an excellent player, you get sometimes just shafted by some stuff like that. So, and I don't like formats where you have to play one deck. Like, I know some other people argue with this, but I prefer a format where you can't just prepare for every deck in the meta. You might just face a random deck that you have no idea what it does, and just stuff like that. It's fun. To me, it's fun. So here we're going to see Fish going to go first once again. Ghoti Fish. Got any twos? Nope. Go Fish. We're going to see Desires. First card. Banishing 10. Is draw 2 good? Or will it be a -9? Looking through the Vanish cards. And having to do a big thing. So obviously banish some useful stuff in there. And did they draw 2 of the field spells? Oh no. That feels rough. Then activate one of the field spells there. Being able to search here. Banishing the Shiv, we're going to see the Pisces and the normal summon just for the Abyss Shark. Okay. I see what we're doing here. Getting that Silent Angler here. Getting some shark vibes. Lifeless is going to be summoned out off that PCs, being banishing itself to summon itself out. Summon a level 1 fish monster. It doesn't even have to be level 4. I think there's 3 cards left in hand, but one of them is that field spell. Silent Angler, you need to push someone itself from the hand, making that no other monster can push from the hand from that turn. That means no Bestials. Going for that number 4 Sea Kraken here. What do you guys think? Do you think that the number monsters are better? We got 2, 3, and 4 now. We're missing the number 1, or is the Gates better? I know some of you Numeron Master Duel players are like, the Gates are better. The Gates are better. They deal 800 damage, 8,000 damage, 16,000 damage. I think it's cool having the fake numbers. I like that kind of glory stuff. And here everything's become water. We're going to see then summon back during the standby phase, and we're going to normal summon a Beaver. Activating its effects here, summoning out an Angler. A card that desperately needs a OTS Super reprint. Special note the blue here. It looks like we're playing Spright now. Searching for what I believe now is going to be the Jet. Unless they go for the red here to maybe try to bait out the fish. They're going to go for the red there. I assume they're trying to be hoping to try to bait one of those Ghoti monsters. Stopping that Synchro Summon would be kind of useful. Our speed, especially when red does not start a chain, so after you let it go, it's able just to fully happen. We're going to see a Gigantic being activated here, or being summoned here. And you're going to activate the Sea Kraken. Try to blow stuff up. Red's going to choose to negate it, does not destroy. But we still have the Ghotis. We still have the fish. We're going to be able to swim deeper into the puddle of space to Synchro Summon. My bad. I'm so used to all these fusion summoning decks. Albaz, Tearlaments, Dark Worlds. Flanders. Flanders, the fusion monster. It's gonna happen, boys. It's gonna happen. We're gonna activate a Bestial here. And we're chaining. Okay, so we chained one. So our first chain link was activating the Pisces. Then we chained the Druis Worm. So it's going to summon myself out, and then it's going to be able to shuffle back, or I guess it's going to synchro summon, using it once a chain resolves. And then on a separate chain, Druis Worm is going to be able to send. And we did use our normal summons. They're going to have the Shiren Hero or an instant fusion. They have the, terraforming to search for the field spell. Field spell to search for the Shiren. Just never punished. Shiren needs to go to 0. I think that card's just insane. Gonna activate the Shiren here. Sending not the Angler. That's kind of crazy. They hit a Shiren, a TTT, I believe, and a Keldo. We're going to see some shuffling back. They hit a name. That's all I know. A name and a shuffler. Going for the Kakalos. Kakalos effect. What's fun about this deck is you play Spright or you play Tear, and if your opponent stops you, you just go into the next one. And then we're going to see another Synchro. Is that a Blackwing? There's no way. No, that's Beyond there. Okay, that makes sense. So Beyond here is going to be on these separate chains, going to be just banishing everything, correct? Yeah, it's going to banish all cards on the opponent's side of the field. Okay, that makes sense. On the field, not just your opponent's side. And we're going to see the field spell stay because of the restrictions on it. That while you control a synchro monster, it cannot be destroyed by or banished by card effects. So, even after all that, we saw that Fish is somehow able to deal with that Tearlament and the Spright board. They just negated 2 whole decks at once. One turn. They played against Spright. They said, nah, we got this. We got this. And they played against Tear. We got this again. You see Keldo here shuffling back some of the stuff in the graveyard. Two of the Fish in the Rhinoheart. Trying to make sure they don't have stuff to banish, that they can't get their card effects going. They still have the Synchro to add a monster, and that's going to summon itself out. And they're going to pick it up to read it. The Bicorn's a pretty crazy card. And here we see Tear just scoop it up. And is Ghoti going to be able to take the win here? Going into the all-important Game 3, as MBT says. Show it to MBT. Good channel. I think that, I don't know. Fish is kind of crazy. A lot of decks are really good if they're going first, obviously. But, going second is quite of a struggle here. But they do have some cards. You imagine if they got a card that was like Synchro Summon. If your opponent has XYZ, blah, 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 Synchro Summon during your opponent's turn. That'd be pretty good. But, how do you play on turn 0? And that kind of sounds like another deck we have right now going on. Free Rampage. You would like Calback dump like a Gito or something like that from your hand, or even summon itself out. Oh yeah, no, Calback did not. If your opponent sends a card, you just special summon itself out, then bounce a card. That's kind of crazy. And then during your opponent's turn, Medora, getting a body on the field and then sending like a Calback or even another Medora or a Keldo is just kind of crazy. I'm rooting for Fish here. Gotta say it. And we see some cards being spread. That was, I believe, a Druis Worm and a Lifeless. Another card that I wasn't too sure about. And so we see a Keldo, a Terraforming, which is going to be the field spell for that. And I think we saw a blue as well in the hand. Activating the planet. Going to search for a Merly. So maybe he had the Shiren in the hand already, and that wasn't the Rhino. Here we're going to activate the Shiren, sending the Keldo. And we're going to be milling 3. And we saw Medora being hit as well. I mean, nothing as well, so we're going to normal summon the Merly and mill 3 again. We did see a trap card. I apologize once again about the glare. I'll do my best to make sure it does not happen again in our future videos. And then we're going to see the half missing graveyard being hit. Summoning out the Kikalos. And we saw the slowly going to add that Rhino Heart to hand. And here we're going to see that Kikalos can add a Crime. Okay. And we have a blue in hand, so we can just special summon out the blue because we have a level 2 called Merly. Oh my god, this is crazy. Special summon out blue, activates effect here. Going for the red again. Special summoning out red. Gonna activate the effect of the Kikalos. Sending itself to summon out the Rhino Heart from the hand. Then we're going to get a mill 8. Or mill, not mill 8. We're going to get a mill 5 plus a choose 1. You see a Rhino Heart, triple tactics, a field spell. I believe that's a Shiren. And I think that was a Beaver. Then we're going to go for the Rukalos there. So the only one we haven't activated yet is Merly in the grave. And we still have that oh, we're not activating the effect. Okay, that makes sense. We're going to link those away into the Elf. An Elf to be able to summon out any little body on the field. We're going to go for the Jet. It was not a Beaver, it was a Jet, my bad. Jet's going to summon out or search for these Smashers. You can't summon a spell. And we're going to overlay for a Gigantic. Activating the Gigantic effect, making both players locked into level 2s, but oh no. But yeah, summoning out Ibly there. Going to be linking it away for Spright. And I was going to say, Tier is pretty much done its play. It's giving them the Ibly. I can just hear Thomas saying it right now. I'm sick. That's just maximum full combo. Sending the Angler here. Sending out 2 more Beavers. Holy. This is like maximum board here. And then chain the Keldo so they can summon back the Beavers from the deck. Oh my god. What? What is this? Shuffling back 2 Beavers and a field spell. Summoning out the Beavers that they just shuffled back in. That's so free. And they also have Smashes and Crime. This is unbelievable. There's no way they're losing this game. We have currently Rukalos, the field spell, red negate, Smashers, Crime, and Ibly lock right now. So Rukalos is a kind of a negate, red's a negate, Crime's a negate, as well as Smashers getting rid of a card. Not to mention, whenever they summon back off, they have a Merly engraver that's going to be summoned back off that that Elf as soon as they get rid of these level 2s on the field. Plus, they can also negate and destroy that card by sending it with Spright here. Okay, they're just looking in their extra deck, like, what can I even do here? Am I able to do something? Can they normal summon and then, like, synchro away? I don't think they play a synchro 4. I mean, they can just go, yeah, they can turn it to battle phase, and then they can attack it, but you can just give it back to your opponent. I mean, the deck can just give it back to the opponent. Here they're going to attack, take some life points, and then they're going to be able to go main phase 2. They just don't activate any card effects. I guess red cannot negate anything, and they didn't do anything with that Beaver prior, so maybe they don't play another a Link 2 or Rank 2. And they play Dark, but you don't really need to go for... They have no zones. Holy. So currently you're playing through a Smashers that's known, a Crime that's known, a Red that's known, and a Rukulos. We're getting close to time. It is game 3, so you have to play through it. You might as well play through it, right? What's the point of scooping? Might as well try. We're going to summon with the Alpha, the Mystical Beast. Okay, that is an inherent summon, so it does not start a chain, so Rukulos cannot negate it. Oh, this is getting good. And I think if it activates its effects, I think that Smashers can just banish it and it doesn't go back to hand. We're going to normal summon the Beautiful Tuna. Activate its effects here. It's going to... Is he going to red negate? We're going to choose the red negate, sending the Beaver to graveyard. Then we're going to chain these Smashers. Or they're gonna read the card first, and then they're gonna decide if they want to change Smashers. That makes 100% sense to me. It may not be worth it here. They're gonna choose a chain Smashers here on the resolution. Banishing, then banishing, freeing up 2 more of those zones there. And then they're gonna get reborn the Ibly off the Elf. Then we're going to see the Medora effect being activated here. And this is just so that planet can blow up that Ibly. We're going to return the Smashers, a Gigantic, and then a Rhinoheart to the deck. Then planet's going to resolve, targeting the Ibly on the field, destroying it. It's going to go on the opponent's side of the field. And you're, once again, Ibly locked, and you've used your battle phase. And here we just see Fish say, "You got it. We can't beat this." That was the ultimate Spright Tear combo, I guess. You guys saw how crazy that was. That was insane. Very well thought out. If only they show Shifter. If only I would have saw the Shifter. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and well, we'll hopefully see you in the next one.